All right, Shalom. Before I start, going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakorash, give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity under the video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Hey, this one right here, dealing with the Africa tours that your boy Ishowspeeds went on, right? A little bit late, but I'm sure there's still more footage coming out. That young nigga over there living it up. For those who don't know, Ishowspeeds is a very popular, black American, so-called, right, young streamer. And apparently his pops is actually out here from Detroit or whatever. He lived out here for a minute, got famous, right? He's known for being silly, but he's also known for being hyper athletic. Judah. He's known around the world, and recently he's been going on a tour to African countries. And for the Negroes here in America, specifically in the Western world that have been watching him, to them it's been an eye-opener. Now, here it is, you grow up in Western civilization, whether you like it or not, you grow up under the system of white supremacy. You're taught and trained that you are a black monkey from Africa without any civilization or order, swinging from trees, throwing spears. You didn't know anything, you didn't do anything. But then when you see this young man online over there, you see the technology, you see the community, you see the love that he's getting. It's opening the eyes of many black Americans, Israelites, right? Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Love you all. It's opening the eyes to Jake over here that they've been lied to. That you're more than just a tree swinger. All right. And of course, y'all, we're not from Africa. We know that we are the Israelites. That is our homeland, and that's where we're going to return when we are reestablished in our kingdom. Nevertheless, Africa is a part of the old world, the Eastern world, which still holds many and much of that ancient Eastern culture, which we used to practice, right? Things like, how to dress. And you'll see here shortly, right, the marriage system. And I'm gonna just let some of these videos play, y'all. Jake in America's realizing they've been lied to. We've been fucking lied to, per usual. And then, the funny thing about it, as beautiful as as certain parts of the continent of Africa are, you still see the fact that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the evil, domineering monster controlling the people. So let's play.
Revolution will not be televised, but oh, will it be live streamed? Amongst all the heaviness and turmoil that is happening domestically within the U.S. right now, at least for the 92% that tried to warn y'all, we are actually, a good majority of us, getting some healing through one of the most unprecedented forms of media and one of the most unprecedented influencers, Ishowspeeds. Little did we know that a camera and live streaming was actually going to give the black community access to a viewpoint and a truth that has been buried away from us for decades on end.
Wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting massive amount of love, and the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us think Africa was such a poor country, bro, such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective on life. Every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. Man.
I also want to emphasize how powerful and how big of a deal this is just for the black community in the U.S. to see how civilized and how beautiful and how welcoming it is to see us being received in the homeland, in our homeland where our ancestors were taken away. And I know for a fact that the soul is being hit in a way, being able to witness just witness something like this. And this is going to open up the gates. It's going to plant seeds in people's heads that we can go back. We can actually go back and try to reconnect with our roots. Thank you so much, Ishowspeeds, for doing this, for using your platform.
You know, so I'm gonna cut it right there, right? We know that Africa is not our homeland. We're the Israelites. Although we dwelled in Africa, you know, we still have much of our people over there in the West Coast, the different islands, the different countries. And, you know, he was all around certain parts of South, you know, East, Northwest. He was in Ethiopia. He's all around the continent in the different countries. The Hamites and Israelites are two different groups of people. Nevertheless, he found himself over there, and he was around, you know, certain folk. You know, he was around certain Jake as well. This video is opening the eyes of Jake. You see them, they fucking crying. We don't need Esau Edom, the so-called white man, to exist. We've been so horribly trained and conditioned and brainwashed to believe that his way of life is the pinnacle of society, and it is not. It's not. You can live with a group of people who look like you and fucking prosper, contrary to what all this man's pseudoscience tells you, contrary to, you know, all the images and the movies. Whenever you think your people, you know, will get rich or die trying, codeine, right? Codeine dreaming. Shit, what's that bitch name? The famous, she was a little video vixen back in the day. Superhead, right? When you think of American Negroes, all these horrible things come to mind. But we're not from here, y'all. So we need to leave. Simply put, we need to leave and seek the ancient way, y'all. Now, and once again, I can't stress it enough. I'm going to keep stressing this video. The ancient way is not Africa. We're Israelites, the Heavenly Father's chosen people. All right. We just happened to end up in the west coast of Africa for a time due to the fact that, you know, we got kicked out of Jerusalem as a result of, you know, the Romans whooping our asses. This is Job 8:8. It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers." All right, the former age, y'all. Our existence as a people did not start in America. We're supposed to be doing other things with our life other than putting bread in a toaster and goddamn strapping up your Nikes to go play basketball. Our people have been so heavenly conditioned and socially re-engineered, you've lost sense with yourself. You lost touch with your God, the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. You have we're on the whole opposite side of the earth from where we're supposed to be, and you best believe that affects us spiritually. That's why Jake is out here fucking godless on this side of the world, because they've been trained by the enemy. Matter of fact, let me get I believe it's in the curses. It tells you that we were going to, let me find it, y'all. Let me find it. What was it? Wax old in the land of captivity. Let me do this. Wax. Let me do this. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Yep. Baruch 3:10. It says, "How happeneth it to Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead." Y'all, and we as a people, we have quite literally, right? You'll have, you know, you'll go from being young, right, being born a baby, to growing old and dying in the land of your captivity. And so what we have done is take on the mannerisms and customs of our enemies. We've truly forgotten our own way. We've forgotten that we are a shepherd people. We've forgotten that we are a people of faith. We don't rely on the so-called white man's pseudoscience for our jurisdiction and direction in this life. You know, so see, there's a lot of Jake seeing that podcast, and it's opening their eyes that there's a whole nother world, bigger than your hood, bigger than your ghetto. And we're going to reclaim the world at the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. We're going to reclaim all the planet Earth. And we're going to return to being the Israelites. We are not American. You're not a fuck. Your distinction should not be picked out by Democrat or Republican. None of these things belong or pertain to our ancestors, y'all. We come from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, on the whole other side of the planet Earth. You niggas need to shake yourselves, like it says in I believe in Isaiah. All right, let me get another one. Let me get this. They over there loving him. They over there loving him. While you in the hood being taught you ugly like your daddy, right? You see what I'm saying? This is why Jake is crying. You're being told you ain't shit. ICE is kicking in you niggas' foreheads, right? Low IQ. Man, you just have a perpetuator to violence, right? Well, if these devils weren't always intervening and undermining us, maybe we could get things done. And I have a clip that's going to deal with that. I'll put it towards the end. Because I got a couple more of these I want to play. Just seeing his reception and some of his interactions.
Princess Loma Pega.
Thank you, Princess. Oh, what's good, Princess Molega?
Loma Pega.
Polega?
Loma Pega.
Loma Pega. Got it.
Yeah.
Loma Pega,
Yeah.
Sazi, and Loma Pega. All right, nice to meet y'all.
Royal Highness Prince Sazi. Her Royal Highness Princess Loma Pega.
You a prince or you a princess? Wow.
How did you tour around the kingdom?
Great. It was good. It was good.
Fun?
Yeah.
And eventually he gets dressed up. They end up dressing him up in their clothes. But you see, she looking. She want to find out. And see the apparel, right? In which, she doesn't have her head covered. It is whatever. In the kingdom, we're going to go back to having things in order. But you see the difference, y'all, right? From the looks, I'm assuming that's her real hair, right? She doesn't have Jordans on. You understand? She does. You know what I'm saying, y'all? We've been lied to. All right, you're more than just black. All right, that's the whole point of this video, right? Not to sensationalize Africa, because don't get it twisted. Like it says in Exodus, there's a difference between the Egyptians and the children of Israel. We are not Hamites, we are Israelites. So we descend from the seed of Shem. The natural Africans descend from the seed of Ham, right? And it's not all peaches and cream, right? There's certain parts you take your black American ass over there, they'll whoop your fucking ass. He happens to be a superstar, so of course he's gonna get love, right? There's been certain cases. You look at the country of Liberia, right, which was former slaves who had went to Africa and tried to settle up and make themselves a country, and things didn't go over completely smooth, right? Contingent of Jake who were former slaves in America. They tried to, well, we all need to go back to Africa. Well, they tried it, and some of them got their asses whooped. And the country, got corrupt, right? You saw them mingling and meddling for them resources, and that's the main big thing. We can do fine. All the peoples of the earth know how to live, on the earth. But when the Edomites show up, it's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. Let me play this. Let me play this one.
The nightlife of Ethiopia.
So this is Ethiopia, and we're not Ethiopians by any means, right? What you're gonna see, y'all, America has taught you lies in its media. And Speed was gonna say, he went on to say something, because he's been touring the world. He was out there in China too. He said in one of his streams, America's behind. You go to these other countries, he was driving that one super advanced ass car in China. Like, the fucking wheels would the car would park itself. Like, the wheels not only go straight and back, you could hit a button and they would they would shift and go sideways. It was pretty cool. America's behind. You just been here slaving away, working like a dog, arguing about them bills, while the elite have been getting richer and richer, milking you of your soul and your mind.
I'm about to show y'all a drone shot of Ethiopia. It looks crazy at night. All right, go ahead. Go to drone. Go to drone. Go to drone. Show ahead. Go to drone. Go to drone, man. This is the nightlife in Ethiopia. Why the drone still right there? Go, drone. Go. What is he doing? Yeah. Chat, do y'all see it? I can't even tell if they seen it or not. But chat, this is the nightlife of Ethiopia, chat. Nightlife of Ethiopia. This is insane. Is it still on there?
Yeah, it's still on there.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
You want us to switch back for a second?
Holy crap, that looks crazy. Yo, Ethiopia nightlife looks insane, bro. Holy guacamole, bro. W's in the chat, bro. W's in the stream, bro. W's in the stream, bro. W's in the chat, bro. This is beautiful, bro. Holy crap, bro. Ethiopia is so beautiful. Holy yo, y'all see this chat? Y'all see Ethiopia?
Yep. So wait a minute, but I thought everybody in Africa was just throwing spears, wearing bush robes, and swinging, doing Tarzan double loop-de-loop swings from trees, right? Isn't that what we're taught? Isn't that what we're taught? Exactly. Esau Edom teaches you, Esau Edom demonizes the East so that you don't potentially discover who you are, right? So you don't look into things like we just read in that Job 8, right? To search out the way of your fathers. Do our forefathers, did Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob begin their journey in North America? No. We began it in, what we call Mesopotamia, right? Abraham literally began in Ur of the Chaldees, what we call today Iraq, right? AKA another famous word, Babylon. And he made his journey, right? His children would go on to settle in the land of Canaan, which we would conquer by way of men like Joshua, Moses and Joshua, which became the land of Egypt. America is not your starting point. The things that you have been given here are the things of your slave master to keep you docile and from rebelling against him. It is a lie. It is a sham. Shit, what is that? What is that? Isaiah? I know it's in the 50s or late 40s. Jacob, you gotta wake up. What is it? Shake yourselves. Where is it at? Where is it at? Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, yep. Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come in unto thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. So soon, y'all, we're going to be made perfect, and we will no longer be stamped out and dethroned by the heathen around us. Verse 2. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Shake off the confusion. Put off the sin. Put off the folly, the idolatry. The soon we'll be shaken out of these chains of darkness, these wicked, sinful, fleshly bodies that drive us to do things that are not right. Niggas in America are asleep. A sleeping dog, a crouching lion, like it says in Genesis 49. There's more going on in the world. Wake up. It says, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. All right, and the man who's going to come truly liberate the bands from our neck is Yahushai. All right, so this awakening that we are in now, it begins spiritually. And one of the first things you need to realize is that America is not your fucking friend. It's not your home. The so-called white man is your blood-born enemy, and he hates your guts. Everything that you've received in this country was to undermine you, to belittle you, and to keep you docile. God damn it. Let me go back. Let me get, this next clip.
How old are you?
20 years old.
You what?
20 years old.
You 20? And you live in this village?
Yes.
You got a husband? You don't? Wow. Who your mom? Who your dad?
I don't
Who your mom and dad?
Your mom and dad.
My mom is home.
Home?
Never dead.
Oh. You know the owner, right? Where he's at? Him right here.
Yeah, daughter.
Oh, that's your daughter?
Yes. First daughter.
Oh.
You want to give me cows?
Huh?
You want to give me some cows?
He said, do you want to give me some cows? This is how we get down, y'all. And so, and many of you dickhead Israelites, you run around with the relationship archetype of America. The father initiated the trade. He said, nigga, you got some cows, boy? Come on, man. You gotta take her out on a date. Ain't no damn date. Do you got some substance? So for all you wicked Israelites and these other camps who have an issue with the breakdowns of Deuteronomy 22, right? On how we get down as a people in the East in general. Wasn't no dates. God damn it. We deal with arranged marriages as a people.
Yeah.
So propose and then.
And this is a custom of the East still. Arranged marriage. He said, propose then. He said, what you got, Speed? What you got, young man?
Why you come with your family then we negotiate? She has to agree first.
Wait,
So
she...
you have to ask from her first. If she agrees, then you can come to the father and then you can negotiate how many cows you can pay so that she becomes your wife.
How many cows do I have to give you so I can marry her?
17.
17 cows?
Yes. How much are we looking at?
17 cows. How much is 17 cows?
Because a cow can cost 5,000 or 7,000 in Malangeni. Our money is equivalent to the 5,000.
So 5 times 17, 5 times 17.
$250 a cow.
250
250 cows, $2,500.
$250 a cow?
Yeah. 20 cows for $5,000.
How old are you?
20 years old.
Right there. Right there, y'all. So not even, you know, not even half a milli, right? Because essentially, y'all, a couple 100,000, she's yours. Right there. That is a custom of the East. You niggas have forgotten the way of your fathers, bro. Our people have been so long in the shit of America, in the Western world. Now here it is, he about to sell. Yes, he's gonna sell her off to get married now, fresh and early, before she's 40 and can't have kids. This is how we get down in the Eastern world. Where is it? Jeremiah, might be 6. Jeremiah 6. Yeah, Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and seek and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. And that's it, precisely, man. Precisely. Seek out the old ways, y'all. What are you doing? Get out of the American mindset. Seek out the old ancient way and find rest for your souls. But what do our people want to do? They want to act like a fucking bloody heathen. They want to run amok, run lawlessly and without order. And we do, and when you live according to the Western standard, you destroy yourself. Look at our people. Look at us. Look at us. When we live in any other form and fashion that is outside of the ancient way, it destroys us as a people. Look at the chaos in our so-called communities. Our people don't know how to fucking act, losing a rabid monkey mother effing minds because we're living in a fashion that does not originally belong to us. We're not even wearing the proper apparel we're supposed to be wearing. The clothes that we wear leaches poison into our skin, y'all. We're not eating the foods that we're supposed to, so our brain ain't working the way it's supposed to, right? You got a couple exceptions to the rule, but every Jake is supposed to be jumping out the gym like Michael Jordan if we was all living according to the law, statutes, commandments, and had that faith. It shouldn't just be Jordan. You people, man, Jake, so far gone. I got one more clip too. So you see all that, you see all this. You know, he's going and visiting. Jake is loving it. Then what?
So Ishowspeeds went to Botswana, and Botswana is one of the most diamond-rich countries on earth. He went and he tried to buy a rough diamond, and he found out you can't, because access to rough diamonds is controlled at the top. And De Beers has been one of the most powerful names in that pipeline. Today, De Beers is valued at about $4.9 billion. But the average Botswanan is living on just a few dollars a day. So how did one company become that powerful? Now you gotta look at the man behind it. And his name is Cecil Rhodes. And Rhodes wasn't just a businessman, he was a colonizer. He believed that Africans were meant to be ruled, removed, and replaced. And he said it himself. He said, "I contend that we are the first race in the world, and the more of the world that we inhabit, the better it is for the human race. If there be a God, he would like me to paint as much of the map of Africa British red as possible." And his company, the British South Africa Company, didn't build its empire peacefully. They enforced colonial expansion through violence, massacres, and military campaigns, and they killed thousands of African people, and they did not spare women or children. So when Speed realizes that Botswana has diamonds, but people can't freely access them, what does that mean? It's not a coincidence. It's colonial capitalism. It's extraction. It is an empire built on African land and African blood. They have the original blood diamonds. And if you didn't know, now you know. So,
And another family is the Oppenheimer family, right? De Beers group, right? So here it is. You have this great land, but the people who live there don't get to enjoy all the wealth that's under their feet. Why? Because the sick, demonic Edomites, the so-called white man, is the reason worldwide. He has spread his face everywhere, and he oppresses everyone everywhere. So it was fun while it lasted, but now we come back to reality. So who is the problem? Esau Edom, worldwide. He's oppressing everything and everyone wherever he goes. He is the problem. And something has to be done about him. Otherwise, there will be no peace on the earth. And are you surprised? No. So here it is. This guy went over there, slaughtered, cut the land up. Then he threw on propaganda to make you believe, a sick devil. A sick devil. Let me get this. I end on this one. Classic. This is what they do. John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. When the so-called white man shows up, he's coming to take life and items. So now we have a dilemma. We want to enjoy existence, but there's a great enemy blocking that. So something has to be done, and something will be done. All right? Get your head out of America's ass, Jacob. It's finna go down in the earth, all right? And give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity, Shalom.